It actually ties very much into kind of like the fundamental why are we building this business, right? So I think there's essentially two answers to that question. The first one is essentially what you just said, Thomas, which is there is a ton of manual processes. Before that, what you'd have to do is like you'd probably go on LinkedIn. You'd find like who has started new companies, but you'd also like reach out in your network. You might, if you're a little bit more savvy, tech savvy, you'd hook up to like one local trade registry. And then you see like who has created companies, and then you'd have to troll manually through all those newly created companies on, for example, the Danish trade registry. Be like, this company is relevant, and you have to find the person, then you have to write them. So essentially all of this gets like completely taken out. And instead of like having any manual process here, it just becomes extremely automated. You get all of this served directly into your feed. So like it just takes all the manual labor and then just removes it. And then the secondary piece on why we decided to start Evertrace is because back when we were there's quite a few funds who actually generated alpha just from their sourcing, right? And sourcing is essentially, we consider it a descriptive problem. So like it's just basically describing the world as it currently is today, right? Like these people have started a company, these people are going into stealth, etc. Which is, it's complicated, but it's a solvable problem, much more than a predictive problem, which is basically saying, this is going to be a unicorn, this is going to be a great company, etc. And deriving alpha from a descriptive problem just feels fundamentally not really market efficient, right? And so the whole point of Evertrace is to solve the descriptive problems, but essentially moving kind of like identifying the right startups early from alpha to beta. And that makes it much more like you level the playing field. Everyone has access to the same deals. And then the only thing that matters is one, can you deliver value to get into the good deals? And then two, can you identify what the good deals are ahead of time, right? So it moves all the alpha towards the predictive problem instead of a descriptive problem.